Hello everybody, welcome to day 24 of my 30-day video challenge, and I'm glad you came back to watch this video. Today, instead of recording a whole video end to end, I'm going to try something different. I went to teach a yoga class, a short yoga class to a group of people nearby, and I'm gonna show a little bit of footage from that class. A friend of mine who invited me was gracious enough to record parts of the class, so I'm gonna show parts of that. And I also spent some time playing with a young and inspiring friend of mine, a game called Spot It, and I'm gonna show you how she is inspiring me to play well and not give up. So that's a great lesson. So let's get right into it.
What we'll do is let's go back to the kneeling. And now we will put our hands in front of us, We are on all fours, and this is 90-degree angle. So the arms to torso is 90 degree, torso to leg is 90 degree. We are not too far in front and we are not too far close. From this pose, if your wrist is hurting as mine is hurting, you can also go in others. That helps.
You cannot hear the sound very well in the preceding clip, but I'm leading a pose called table pose, or in Sanskrit called Chatus Padasan, where we are on all fours on our two hands and two knees, and our torso is parallel to the ground.
From here, you can let's lift our right hand and put straight in front of our body. You're not arching, you're not rounding. Left leg straight behind us, left toes pointing down.
Here I was talking about when we lift our leg to straighten it behind us, we gotta keep our toes pointing down and not pointing back, not extending but neutral, not flexing either, but almost flexing but not extending. Just a subtle variation that gives a good stretch to the hamstring and the calf. This is the feeling you want to feel. Here in this part of the clip, or in this part of the class, I was doing small adjustments to the pose called downward dog downward dog pose, also called mountain pose in some traditions, and also called Bhudrasan. And that's one thing I am realizing reading all the names for these poses, that different traditions have different names of these poses. So one has to tell, or one if one wants to relate to previous understanding of people's poses, then you have to tell a lot of different names, like 2 or 3 different names, because many poses have different names. So anyway, here I was uh, telling them that this pose, the bend is coming from the hip, so our torso and the legs are, that's the only bend happening. Our torso is not rounded, and our legs are also somewhat straight, or could be a little bit bent if our hamstrings are not loose enough.
Again, we are hinging from the hip.
So just a couple impressions from this class was that I really had fun teaching the class in open on the grass. It was a little moist and a little bit wet from the dew of the previous night, but it was refreshing to teach outside. I didn't even use a mat because not everybody had a mat, so I didn't want to use my mat either. Teaching on the a little bit moist and wet grass was quite nice, and it was a very relaxed environment. I had a lot of fun. I want to do more teaching of yogic poses and meditation and pranayams in the coming future. Maybe I'll start recording some videos for clips of small poses here and there. That is another idea for future videos, I guess. Now let's move on to the playing with a young friend who was an inspiring, who was inspiring to me in the game of Spot It. We are playing this game called Spot It, where there are many cards, and each card has 7 or 8 symbols, and any 2 cards have one symbol in common. And there's one card in the center, uh, and all players have few cards. And as soon as they notice the common symbol with the center card, you can discard your card and put it in the center, and then everybody has to look at this new card and discard their card according to if they can find something in common with the center card. So that's the game, and I'm playing with her.
I'm really sure I can find. I'm not sure. I. Oh, I see it. I see it. See, black, black. Yeah, black. This black and this black. Okay, now see these two. You have to do it. Okay, I have to do it. Oh, I found it. Black, black. Now your turn. Good. Now your turn. Okay. Are you sure? I'm not sure. Wait. Okay, I'm not sure either. I can't find anything. You have to find it. Oh, car. You have. But I can't find anything. See, between this and this, I can't find anything. You have to try a little bit.
Did you hear that? She says, you have to at least try a little bit. In response to when I said, oh, I'm not sure I can find it, she says, you have to at least try a little bit. It's such a nice way to put it. Just don't give up, try it.
Let's spider. Oh, spider. Okay.
All right, that is all I have for today to share in my video. I had a good day, and glad to share part of the day today instead of recording a whole new video. So that was a good experience also. All right, it's quite late here in the night. I will say goodbye and see you later. Good night and take care.